Yes, it's been a long yet interesting ride, and at last, we are in the final episode of this comic series titled Omasan. I hope this meets you well. Adese Abosede is my name. I know we have a lot of questions running through our minds, begging for answers. Questions like what befell Oshuku and his friend Ovie? What about Kewe and Priye and all of those questions? Well, the suspense is finally over. So why don't you sit tight as we unravel the whole events, leaving no stone unturned? Okay, from the preceding episode, Omasan told her friends she did not want to repeat the same mistake her mother made, right? But on hearing that, her friends were confused. And so she had to take her time to explain to them the story her mother told her. You see, one of the most potent weaponry in a parent's arsenal for shaping the life of a child is by recounting one's life experiences, the good, the bad, the beautiful, and the ugly. No parent would want his or her child to fall into the same ditch he or she fell into. And so, relaying life experiences with your children is like carrying them on your shoulders. They get to have a better view that way. This was exactly what Rolly did. Days after days, Rolly watched a young girl grow into a beautiful lady. She detests so much the popular saying, like mother, like daughter. And so she didn't want her daughter to end like her. Or which parent wouldn't want the best for their children? On this fateful day, she called her daughter Omasan and recounted to her life experience. Now you know who Omasan is. The young Omasan, being intelligent and inquisitive, asked her mom a few questions. First, she asked about her mom's friend, Priye, a partner in crime. Her mom, with a deep sigh, replied, Priye fell into a ditch. I remember that night they went clubbing and were chased by unknown men. That night happened to be her end. Omasan sympathized with her mom. Then she asked about Kewe, the lady who bluntly refused to follow them. Rolly told her Kewe is now happily married. Someone might say, "Oh." Moving further, children can be curious. Omasan then asked about Oshuku and Ovie. They didn't escape the consequences of their actions either, as Oshuku was in prison for drug trafficking and in fact is currently serving his jail term. Ovie, on the other hand, ran mad due to excess weed intake. What a disastrous end for this youth with a promising future. Having explained all this, Rolly reiterated to her daughter the reason she asked her not to have a boyfriend. So many lessons to be learned from her, dear parents. Most times, when relating with our children, especially adolescents, it's not enough to give them rules, what we call do's and don'ts. Let's also take our time to make them see reasons why they should obey. Of course, the power of a parent's prayer cannot be overemphasized. As we can see from this episode, Rolly prayed that God will help our daughter to make the right decision. This validates the holy book that says, except the Lord builds the house, the labor in vain that builds it. This precedes the verse that tells us children are an heritage of the Lord. Well, this is not a Bible study, but on a more serious note, don't take God out of the equation. Finally, dear listeners, we all have been given the power of choice, but know this, every choice has its own repercussion. Your actions today determines your tomorrow. Can you say this to yourself? I have a great future ahead of me. I make good decisions today and my tomorrow shall be alright. And so with this, we've come to the end of the comic series Omasan. Stay tuned for other interesting and powerful stories. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell another friend. Spread the news. Give your feedbacks. Like and follow us on all our social media platforms. God bless you. My name is Adese Abosede. Thank you.